Okay, well, I think we can go ahead and maybe get started here. And if people join us a bit later, they can just, join in as we go. So I'll just give myself a quick introduction for myself. I'm Tessa from the Parkinson Association, and then I'm just going to pass it over to you, Jessica. You can introduce yourself and get us going here.
Sounds good.
The other thing I'll mention, I guess, is that before I pass it to you, Jessica, I'm going to mute everyone. Pretty much everyone's, well, Paul, maybe we'll leave you unmuted. And then there's also the chat box. If anybody wants to comment or has a question as we go here, I'll keep my eye on the chat box.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
Okay, take it away, Jessica.
Awesome. First of all, hello everyone. So I'm Jessica Tucker. I will be your yoga instructor for today, obviously. I'm just gonna start my timer. So as Tessa mentioned, if you have any questions, I think she'll be monitoring what's going on. So let's get right into it. Oi. So I hope you guys can see me. I'm trying to give you a full view of myself. What we have is we're going to start with a diaphragm breath. Okay, so this is really good with helping with relaxation. I suffer from panic attacks sometimes, especially when there's mice in my house. It's happened to me twice. So a breath is really a good way to relax and return to the present. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by placing one hand on our stomach and one hand on our chest. Okay, and what we're going to do is when we inhale, it's like we're going to be pushing our hand out. So we're going to inhale, I don't know if you can see, inhale, pushing your stomach out, exhale, bringing your stomach in. So again, a few more breaths like that, pushing your hand out and exhaling, bringing your hand in. So a good way to do this too is you can either do it through your nose, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your nose, or you can also use your mouth. So inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Again, it's a really good way to stay present. Also to help with it, relaxation. And I know this is a stressful situation for all of us, so it's a good way to kind of calm the nerves. So we're going to do this breath a few more times. And what we're going to do is we're going to add some movement to our breath now, okay? So if we put our hands at heart center, what we're going to do is we're going to add some movement. So again, when we inhale, we're expanding. And when we exhale, we return. Okay, inhale, expanding, exhaling, return. This is a really good way to help remain present using movement with your breath. Oftentimes in yoga, this is what we do. We use our breath to help with the movement. Do this a couple more times. Expanding and exhaling. In yoga too, when we inhale, we move away from our body, so we expand. And when we exhale, it's like we're returning back into our body. So that's one way to also remember our breath. Do we inhale or exhale? Awesome, perfect. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to do a quick little warm up. So I'm just gonna place my hands on my top of my knees, and we're gonna do our neck first. So we're gonna bring our chin down to our chest, and then up, back up to center. Look to your right, back to center. Look to your left, back to center. Look down, center, look to your right, center, look to your left, center. Perfect. Let's do some shoulder rolls. So I like to put my hands on my shoulders. Kind of helps me with my body awareness too. So I'm just going to roll my shoulders forward. Give my shoulders a really good stretch. Good. And now let's pause at center and let's go backwards. So really try to expand, bringing your shoulders back. Get a really good stretch, bringing your shoulder blades together. Awesome. Let's do 2 more. I don't know if you can hear it, but my shoulders are getting a good warm up. Awesome. We're going to do some hip openers, okay? So I'm going to exaggerate my movement so you can really see. So I'm going to lift my leg up and I'm going to open it to the side to get a really good stretch in the inner thigh here. I can also place my hand on the inside of my inner thigh and kind of push it so I get a deeper stretch. Okay, hold for a couple more breaths. Okay, good. And we'll bring it back to center. And now I'm going to do the other side. So again, I'm going to just lift up my leg, open it up so I can get a good stretch within the inner thigh. Again, as you can see, I'm just kind of pushing my hand on the inside of my inner thigh to get that deeper stretch. Okay. And we go back to center, and let's do that one more time. I always like to do stretches twice, so I know like I'm getting a good stretch. Again, I'm getting a good stretch in my inner thigh. Good. Let's bring it back to center. And last side. Getting that inner stretch. Perfect. So I like to use my hands to help me with my movements too. So if that's where you want to do, you can as well. We're going to do some squats. And there's a reason why. So we're just going to raise up just a little bit off our chair. I'm just going to turn myself to the side so you can see what I'm doing. Okay? You don't have to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise back down onto my chair. And now I'm going to raise back up. And now back down. Again, we're just doing a little bit of squats. Really working our legs, our glutes. And let's do 2 more. 1. Ooh, remember to use your breath. Inhaling, expanding. Exhaling, return. Good job, you guys. So now what we're going to do is one more exercise. Again, I'm exaggerating. You don't have to do this. It's just so you can see. We're going to do some ankle flex and point. So as you can see, I'm going to point my foot and then flex. Okay. Again, you don't have to be lifting up your leg if you don't want to. Yoga's for everybody. So anyone can do yoga. We just adapt and modify it to fit our needs. And every day our body's different. So let's switch sides. If you want, you can keep your foot. You can't really see it, my foot right now, but I'm putting my foot on the ground and flexing my foot. So if that's better for you, you can do that too. And then point, flex, get that good stretch in your calves. Point. So I'm flexing other muscles in my calves as well. Point. Sorry, flex. I had 2 cups of coffee. I guess I needed more. And point. Awesome. Give your body a little shake. Whew. And we're going to get into our yoga. Give a thumbs up. Everyone okay so far? Yes? Woohoo! All right, we're going to start with a mountain pose. So this is really good for stability, for grounding, for body awareness. It's often used as a starting pose for a lot of yoga sequences. So this is why I wanted to include it. So we're gonna do 2 variations of the mountain pose. We're gonna do sitting and standing, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure our chin is parallel to the floor. I'm gonna show you by coming a little bit closer and turning to the side. You don't have to do this. So what you wanna make sure is that your chin's not sticking out or your chin's not sticking in. You wanna make sure that your chin is parallel to the floor, okay? Almost like you have this invisible rope pulling you up, okay? So that's the first step. Second step is I wanna make sure that my hips, sorry, not my hips, my shoulders are in line with my hips. I do know my body parts, okay? Are aligned with my shoulders and hips. For my feet, I'm just gonna use my chair as a way to have a bit of separation. So I'm using the width of my chair. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm placing 1 foot at this side and 1 foot at this side, okay? So I have that nice little separation in my feet. I'm also sitting not up against the chair, but I'm sitting closer to the edge. So again, I can get this nice little straight line in my spine, okay? So again, what I want is a visible string pulling me up. I want to make sure that my core, so my stomach, is going in towards my spine, okay? And then I'm going to place my hands down, palms facing forward. My shoulders are down and back, okay? So again, I have this nice little alignment. My feet, I'm going to make sure that my knees are aligned with my ankles and my toes are pointing forward. And this is my mountain pose. Again, this pose is used for stability and grounding. It's also a good way to become aware of your body. For example, is my chin sticking forward? Is my back curved? Again, you want your body to be, your spine to be straight. So I'm going to give you a side view. So this is my side view. I'm also tilting my pelvis in. Okay. So again, I have a nice alignment here. Okay. We're going to do a couple more breaths here. And then we're going to go into another pose. Again, yoga is for everyone, so do what works with your body, okay? So again, don't feel like, you know, I can't do this pose, so maybe I can't do yoga. It's not true. You can do yoga. We modify and adapt for our bodies. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to do a victory squat. So what we're going to do is, this is really good for working our leg muscles, our glutes, our core. Okay, I also like it because it makes me feel strong and confident. So with a victory squat, I'm just going to open my legs, just like what we did with the hip openers. Okay, so I'm just going to open up. I have this nice, nice shape right here. Sorry. All right. So again, we're just going to open up our legs like we did with the hip openers. Again, do what works for your body. If you can't open that much, this is okay too, right? This is what I can do, but you need to do what you can do, okay? My knees are in line with my ankles. My shoulders are down and back. I am now going to take my hands and press them into it, at heart center. So I'm pushing, I'm using the muscles, my biceps, my triceps to push into my hands. Okay, so I'm getting good arm workout here too. Again, I want to make sure that my chin is parallel to the floor. And I want to make sure that I'm sitting up upright. I'm bringing in my core. And again, I'm going to breathe here for a few breaths. So this is our victory squat. Again, If you need to come out of a pose, then do so. It's okay. Okay, again, yoga is very much about being body aware, listening to your body, meeting your body where it's at this moment. We're going to do one more breath, and now we're going to add some movement to our mountain pose and victory squat. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my legs back at the center and do my mountain pose. Good, awesome. From here, I'm going to inhale and move my body into the victory squat. Okay. Again, I'm going to inhale, and on my exhale, I'm going to move my body back into mountain pose. So this is how we use movement and breath in yoga. Again, from here, I'm going to inhale and move into victory squat. Awesome. On our last inhale, last exhale, move back into our mountain pose. What I can see, you guys are doing awesome, so good job. Well done. How's everyone doing? Thumbs up again? I'm just going to check the time really fast. Cool. Right on schedule. So now we're going to do some standing poses. If you feel more comfortable using the chair, please do so. If you want to try the standing, come join me. And if you decide that you want to go back on the chair, please do so as well, okay? So for mountain pose, I'm going to stand up. I'm just going to move my chair to the side. You don't have to. I just want to make sure that you guys can see me, okay? So for my mountain pose, my feet need to be hip length apart. So a good way to do that is to make two fists, put it between your legs. And now I know that I'm hip distance apart, okay? I'm gonna ground my feet in. So if you need to bend your knees as if you're really pushing into the floor, and I'm grounding my feet in, okay? From here, again, I want the same posture that I had for sitting. So my chin is parallel as if I have an invisible string pulling me up. I'm just gonna turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing with my pelvis. So we don't wanna stick our bums out. No, no, no. We don't wanna move ourselves forward. What we want is to stand up straight, and we just wanna tilt our pelvis. So again, I'm just tilting my pelvis so that I have this nice alignment in my spine. Again, I'm not sticking out my bum. I'm not going too forward. I'm just bringing down my pelvis, tilting it in so I have this nice straight alignment. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the front so you can see what I'm doing. So again, my chin is parallel to the floor, my shoulders are down and back, my palms are facing forward, my toes are facing straight ahead, and this is my mountain pose. This is, again, really good for grounding. So again, if you're feeling really anxious, this is a good pose to just remind yourself to ground, okay? Push down into the floor with your feet. Feel strong, feel safe, feel secure. And this is my mountain pose. We do a couple more breaths like that, like this. My children often do this pose too. So they like to join in with yoga, do some mountain poses with me. All right, now what we're gonna do is a victory squat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up my legs. Oops, I'm just gonna move my chair a little bit. Again, do what works with your body. So for me, I have to go a little bit wider because I have long legs, thanks to my mom and dad. So for me, this works. If you have to go like this, then that's what works for your body, What I want to do is when I bend my legs, I want to make sure that my knee is in line with my ankle. So I don't want my knee going over my toes. No, no. I want to make sure that my knee is in line with my ankle. Again, I want the same posture of standing up straight, the invisible string pulling me up, okay? Chin parallel to the floor, pelvis tucked in, shoulders back. I can bend my legs like this. That's my body. If your body can't, raise yourself up. That's okay. Again, do what works for you. My hands are heart center. I'm gonna hold this pose for a couple of breaths. I can again push into my hands. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I'm really pushing into my hands. So I'm having them pressed together. So I'm getting a good arm workout too. My knees are starting to hurt. I had a really bad snowboard injury, so I'm gonna raise myself up and then go back in. Okay, now we're gonna add a little bit of movement. So when we inhale, we raise up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Again, we're getting a really good movement in our glutes, our hamstrings, and down. One more breath. Up. Exhale, down. Perfect. Now I'm going to move back into mountain as a closing. And I'm going to stand up straight and strong. Another good way to check to see if you're balanced on your feet is to raise your toes. So I'm just going to show you what I'm doing on my chair. Can you see that? I'm just raising my toes. Don't know if you guys can see that. So that's another way to find out if you're balanced equally on your feet. A few more breaths here in mountain. So again, give yourself a little shake before we go back to our chair. I just finished doing a toddler certificate for yoga, and they have a lot of yoga dance parties. I might incorporate that in my yoga classes now. A little shake. All right, we're gonna do 2 more poses. So stay with me. You guys are doing great from what I can see. What we're gonna do is a twist. So my dad has Parkinson's, so he often gets constipated. He would be very, with me sharing that, but that's okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you the twist, and it's really good for helping with digestion. It's also really good for lubricating your spine and releasing the muscles if they're really tight. So with our twist, I'm gonna take my left hand and place it on my right knee. I'm gonna take my right hand and place it to the back of my chair. From here, I'm gonna twist to the right, okay? You can look in the direction that you're turning, okay? From here, you can inhale, and when you exhale, you can always twist a little bit more, or stay where you are. We're gonna stay here for 2 more breaths. Okay, and again, with each inhale and exhale, you can either twist a little bit more or stay where you are. Please be mindful to keep your spine straight. So no hunching over, stay straight. Okay, and back to center. All right, so now let's do the other side. So taking our right hand, I'm gonna place it on the outside of my left knee. My left hand is going to go to the back of the chair. I'm going to inhale again, and exhale, I'm going to twist. With yoga too, each side is different. So you might notice, wow, I'm really tight on this left side. I can't go as deep as I did on the other side, and that's okay. Every day is different. We just listen to our body. And this is where the body awareness comes in. Okay, let's turn back again to center. I'm just going to check the time again. Okay, so I want to do one more pose. And this is called the Superman pose. So I don't know if you watched the TV show Grey's Anatomy, but they do this pose when they need a bit more like confidence. And so I really wanted to do it because one, I want to dedicate it to our frontline staff workers, our nurses, our doctors, people in Walmart working at this time to all keep us safe and to keep us fed. So I wanted to dedicate it to them. I also want to honor ourselves. So I want you to also honor yourself with what's going on at the moment. So again, I just really wanted to do this pose. So even though we might feel a bit overwhelmed, we can always go back to the Superman pose and feel that strength again, that bravery. So please join me in the Superman pose. I'm going to stay sitting down. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to have my feet again, as I did with mountain. I'm going to make 2 fists with my hands, place it at my hips, stick out my chest, and this is my Superman pose, and this is it. I can also look to my right, do a couple breaths here. And look to my left. Again, this is my my pose for, you know, when things are a bit overwhelmed. I like to do my Superman pose. And back to center. If you want, you can also stand up. And you can also do this pose standing up. So again, your feet can stay where they are. You can go a little bit more if you like. And again, we're just going to look to our right. Bringing your core so you're nice and strong in your body. And now let's look to our left. Awesome. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me in that pose. Again, I find with yoga is about honoring yourself. So again, meeting yourself where you're at today. So again, I appreciate that. I really like to do a meditation and a little bit of Shavasana. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is get comfortable on the chair. So however that looks. So one, you can just lean back in your chair, legs stretched out, arms to the side, arms crossed. If that's not comfortable, you can just sit up straight, lean back again. So make yourself comfortable, however that looks for you. And I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. And we're going to do our diaphragm breath again. So we're going to inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. With each inhale, I want you to feel as if you're taking it in all the stress, and each exhale, you're releasing it. Inhaling, bringing in that tension, exhaling, releasing it. From here, let's start at the top of our head and begin to relax our body. So with each inhale and exhale, we're going to go deeper and deeper into relaxation. So inhale, feel your face begin to relax. Exhale, it goes deeper. With your next inhale, we're going to release the tension in our shoulders. Exhaling, going deeper. Feel that relaxation going all the way down your arms into the tip of your fingers. With each inhale and exhale, you're relaxing a little bit more. Good job. We're gonna relax our core. So inhaling, relaxing our core, exhaling, going deeper into that relaxation. Feeling all the tension leave our bodies. Inhaling and exhaling, we're gonna relax our legs. Each breath, we go deeper and deeper into relaxation. We relax the leg muscles in our body, our knees, our calves, our glutes, all the muscles we worked today. As we go deeper and deeper into relaxation. From here, take a deep breath in, exhale, and I want you to imagine a candle of any size, any shape, any color. And with each breath, I want you to visualize a flame being lit. And as you inhale, the flame becomes bigger. And when you exhale, the flame goes in. Inhale, the flame gets bigger. Exhale, the flame gets smaller. And this can be the place that you go to when you need to relax, to remain in the present. You can picture this candle. You just need a little break from everything that's going on. So our 30 minutes are up. I invite you, if you want, you could do some Shavasana, which is just relaxing your body even more, continuing to breathe. I'm going to move a little bit closer. So again, you can do Shavasana, or you can start your day, whatever it might be. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope everyone's doing really well. And I'm going to give the audio back to Tessa. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you. So I've unmuted everybody. If you want to say a quick hello or goodbye or thank you. That was really nice, Jessica. Get us moving and breathing. It is a good way to start the day.
Thanks, Jessica.
You're welcome, Gail. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, well, take care, everyone. And yeah, you can, I guess I should let you know if you want to do this same class again. We are going to post it on our website and on YouTube. So you can find it there if you wanted to do it again. And we have these types of classes, different type of exercise every Monday at the same time. So maybe we'll see some of you again. So thanks everybody, and thank you, Jessica. Have a great day.
Welcome. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye, take care.
Bye.
Hey, Tessa. Tessa, this is Pat O'Neill.
Oh, hey, Pat.
Yeah, so what time does the class start?
It started at 10, so you joined us a little bit late.
Oh, really?
But like I said, we recorded the class. I can send it over to you and you can do it another time.
All right, then.
Hi, Pat.
So weird stuff.